Hello, welcome to everybody's favorite month, the start of games. This is the beginning of the games. Games didn't exist before this month. This is when they all start to come out. And this is your gaming news number one location, Sweaty Plebs.
Sweaty plebs. Like that.
Pew pew
Pew
pew
pew
pew pew pew
pew pew pew.
pew. I am Dr. Fisher, the number one gaming doctor in the world.
Yeah, you have.
This is my assistant.
And
Assistant. That's his name. His name is Assistant.
and just so you know, Dr. Fisher is a proctologist.
Yep, I shoved the games right up your butt. Get ready.
All right. And since it's the beginning of October, we're just going to kind of recap some gaming news, like what's coming out this month. And then we're actually going to spend most of our meat today on Season 3 of Apex, since we're a week in, and we're going to give our impressions. Let's kick it off with Xbox news. Let's just go over the releases coming. There wasn't like any big news that I found, so let's just go over releases and kind of like what we're expecting, and then move on forward with that.
Okay. For releases, it's a pretty big, I guess, month.
Yeah.
There's not too much I'm super excited about, but the first thing that came out so far has been Destiny, a game that I'm not going to say that I have loved and hated. It's been my favorite game at times, and it's been one of my most hated games at times. So this is one where I'm not too stoked on it, but like, since they put all that old content for sale, or not for sale, for free, the best kind of sale, I'm thinking about dipping
the toes,
dipping the old pinky
right in the video game butt.
Yeah, how am I gonna? I don't actually know what a proctologist does. I'm gonna check if it's alive.
What up? All right, so I'm also kind of excited. I'm looking forward to seeing the reviews on Shadowkeep. If the game ever gets reduced to like, I think it's $35, right? If it gets dropped down to like 20,
I think it's $40.
Oh, 40.
It's somewhere in between 35 or 40, which is not a big deal.
Sure.
Either price is too much for what I want to pay for Destiny at this point.
But if it drops to 20, I'll be motivated to get it.
If it drops to 20 and I'm done with Borderlands and there's no other game that I can't remember right now that came out, I'll get it. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Not to say that Destiny's bad, but moving on. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I didn't play the first one. Actually, you know what? I played the demo of the first one, and I thought it was just okay.
It's an Ubisoft game.
From what I've heard.
Right? Open world. Ubisoft game.
This is another one of those. The only big difference is like it's like sort of squad based, and they really want to focus on co-op, and there's like, I guess, cool abilities and what do you call them? What are
skills?
Abilities, but technological skills.
Sure. Gadgets. There you go.
Gadgets, abilities, that kind of stuff. This is a hard pass for me, but it's cool to see that they made another one, I guess, so soon. Like I didn't realize that first game was
that popular,
that well received.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about this game so far. Not just like gameplay bad things, but also their microtransactions apparently is fucking trash tier. Like the worst it's ever been. Which is a little surprising. Ubisoft they've always done microtransactions.
Pretty good.
But they're not like terrible. Like, so good example, Division 2, I feel like they probably have the best microtransaction system. Because you can earn earn loot boxes. Right? So every time you level up, you get those parts of the key, whatever components, and then you eventually
key fragments.
Get a full key over time. It's been great, at least for me. And like we've talked many times, loot boxes, we don't think it's the most evil thing in the world, especially if you can earn them by playing the game. And so Division 2, you can do that, but here apparently everything is unlockable through microtransaction. Weapons, skills, leveling up speed. You can do it all in the beginning of the game. which
Well, that all just sounds terrible.
yeah, decentivizes like playing the game. Like you could literally start the game,
Yeah.
buy everything with real money.
Hey, yeah. Hey, pay us to play this game and then pay us to beat the
Yeah,
game.
essentially.
What? Why?
Um,
Um,
yeah,
that. Why are we even talking about this? Move
yeah.
on.
All right,
This game is terrible.
garbage.
I'm not gonna play it.
Next one coming out. It's already out because today is the 5th. But
Yep.
Ghostbusters Remastered. I played this game on 360. It's a great game. It's just an action game, action adventure, single player story game. Is it single player? It might be multiplayer. It's
I,
good. It's fun.
I don't
It's a
know.
fun game, and it actually takes place in the timeline like after the movies. It's a fun game. So if you've never played it, it might be worth getting if you're into action adventure games. I don't know what the price point is though.
I think it's actually. I believe it's 35 to 40. I know we've put that number out like 5 seconds ago about Destiny, but I think that's actually what it is. I saw it on the eShop
Okay. Well, I
like
can.
yesterday, and I remember thinking it was cheaper than I expected. Um, so, well, I mean, yeah,
Here we
I
go.
guess you could just
$30. That's
um,
not a terrible price point. I
30
I know
bucks.
it's an older game, but for a lot of people, it's a new game because of how old it is. It's like 10
Honestly,
years ago.
I didn't even know that this game was a game. I thought I didn't even know it was a remaster. I thought it was a new
Yeah.
game until you told me. And I have the information in front of me. Um, that's tempting. I enjoy Ghostbusters. I don't know if it's a franchise that
That's
I
fair.
like enough to detract from other gaming
Yeah.
time. But for 30 bucks, if you're looking for a cheaper game, I guess you can't go wrong. I mean, I can't say you can't go wrong,
Sure.
but if you like it, I trust
Yeah,
your gaming
it's a fun
knowledge.
game. $30 is not a terrible price. Probably $20 is probably the better sweet spot, but all these remasters seem to be pricing at around that $30-$40 mark. So
Well, it depends on where they come from because they
it's
may be
true.
60 bucks.
I would say in about 3 months this will get discounted down. So I'd probably just hold off on it.
Hold on to your
Yep.
butts.
All right, another big game coming out. So the end of this month is kind of hot. So we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, October 25th. We've talked about it. We're not sure if we're going to do it because of our issues with like their exclusivity with Sony. Apparently,
Yeah.
there's a rumor that a lot of pre-orders have been canceled on console and or on Xbox and PC because of it. But that's like Reddit rumors. For all we know, that could be nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
That could be
yeah,
the same 10 Reddit accounts
exactly.
saying the same
It was kind
thing.
of like the whole thing with
Um,
Borderlands and Epic, and everyone's like boycotting Epic. Don't buy Borderlands until it's on Steam in March or whatever shit. And Borderlands have like
it's-
sold 5 million copies or something.
yeah. Well, it's a little bit different. I mean, Call of Duty comes out
Every year. Yeah.
Borderlands comes out.
It doesn't.
Well,
It doesn't come out.
I don't know what the average is now. Like once every 5 years, once every 6 years.
Yeah, it just doesn't come out.
So a little bit, I get where you're going. I'm still on the fence, but I'm more on the fence of I'm gonna buy it because this is Call of Duty is always the one game that I know I can get all of my friends,
Yep.
most of my
Yep.
friends to play and buy.
Yeah.
Um,
And that mode
especially now that
that's being left out, I'm not like, meh. If I want to play a horde mode, I'll play Gears. If I really wanted to play a horde mode.
yeah, yeah, there's a million better horde modes. I'm certain. That's not why anybody plays Call of Duty. If that's why you were playing Call of Duty, I guess buy a PlayStation, which is like a shitty thing to say, but
Yeah. Yeah.
like there's better horde modes on Xbox.
Yeah. There just is.
As you said.
Play Fortnite's horde mode. It's actually not bad. It's actually pretty fun.
Save the world
Yeah.
or whatever. Is that
Yeah.
what that is.
I enjoyed it.
That one's
Yeah.
alright. Yeah.
All right. And the last big one for Xbox is
This is.
Outer Worlds.
I mean, this is for everything.
Yeah.
This is. I'm totally blanking on the name. Microsoft bought the studio, and this was already in development.
Mm-hmm.
Help me out here. I know you know it. They made New Vegas.
Obsidian.
Obsidian. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, look at us, twins. Um, this is the game that they were working on before Microsoft purchased
Yep.
them. So this game will be published, I believe, by Microsoft, but it's still going out to all platforms. This is the one I'm very excited for. I can't wait. I saw on Reddit that you can pre-download it,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically just saying that you want it, and then it will start the download when it's available, which I have done because I really want this game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
This is the one for me where it's like, sorry, Faulkner, I'm not playing games with you anymore. I'm playing games by
You know what
myself.
we could do? We just play together,
Peace.
co-stream it, and then just play it.
Okay, but only if you do the exact same thing.
No, we have to.
You have to follow my
We got to do
same path.
opposite paths, and then we can co-stream
That
it,
is
and
pretty.
people can watch what it's like doing different things.
Okay, but I'm the good guy because obviously.
That's fine. All right.
Obviously.
All right. Hey, and it's on Game Pass. Fucking get it, guys. There's no
Yeah,
reason
so
not to. If you have
already
Game
got
Pass,
it.
there's no reason not to fucking download this game and support Obsidian.
Honestly, obviously the game's not out, but if you don't have Game Pass, there's probably no reason not to support them.
Yeah.
They've made many great games. I've enjoyed every one that I played from them. So
Yep. And hopefully this comes out. We'll give them a couple months to like pan out the release stuff, and then we'll see what Obsidian's gonna do after this. I'm very excited to see what this new IP is gonna be for the Microsoft exclusive.
hmm
So
we'll see. They haven't really said anything
No.
except for I think what they're shooting for.
Yeah.
But that's not a lot of information.
all right, let's get into games of gold.
Yeah.
Games of gold.
Jam it out.
We have
Um,
pretty much games I don't really give a shit about, except for maybe Ninja Gaiden.
I love the Ninja Gaiden series. I don't think I've ever beaten one. There's
Yeah,
always like some point in them where it's like this part fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know the other. I think Friday the 13th. I know a couple people who have said they like that, but I'm not into that type of
Yep.
game. Bolt. I one time tried to watch that movie and I fell asleep. I don't even know what this elephant game is, but it's the first one, and I don't know, might be worth it. If you have Xbox Live, you should probably at least say you want all of these so you get them for free as long as you have Xbox Live.
They're free.
Um,
Just get them and don't download them, I guess. If
Yeah.
you're bored, the only problem with the Xbox now, because
But-
of Game Pass, there's so many other fucking games to play that are better.
like that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's true though.
So
Speaking of Game Pass,
Game Pass releases coming up.
you want to talk about Game
Yeah.
Pass?
But there's actually we have some game
this is a
releases, and then we
much-
have some other news. But yeah, this is a much better lineup.
Yeah. So, kicking off with Dishonored 2. I played a bit of Dishonored 2. I never beat it just because I think I got it on sale, some Christmas ago or whatever. And I was like, this is fun, but I have other games that I'm playing. I'll put this on the shelf to play eventually. So I would recommend it. It's, a kind of open world-ish stealth game. Not really open world, but just interesting.
Sure.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I played. I
so
beat Dishonored 1, so I'm actually pretty
I've
excited.
never played Dishonored 1.
Pretty excited about Dishonored 2. I really enjoyed Dishonored 1.
Yeah. Well, Dishonored 2 was fun.
Cool.
So
Cool. Another fucking single player game on Game Pass that's on my backlog. This will be in my backlog. Yeah.
that's just going to keep happening.
Yep.
The next games that are coming out, World War Z. I've actually heard okay things about this. Surprisingly, it seems like a weird time. This game came out this year. The movie came out
Years ago.
2-3 years
Yeah.
ago. The book came out how long before that? This is kind of like a horde mode game, from what I gather. I haven't looked too much into it, but it's just like huge mobs of zombies rushing you, and you're trying to hold off points or get to points. So that sounds cool. This is, out of all the games, this is like top 1 or 2
Sure.
that I'm probably gonna play. Um,
Well, it's a co
I
it's a
don't I
co-op
don't really
game,
know.
right? So like we could just try it
I
one
think
day
so.
and like, all right, let's just download it and see what it's about. And
Yeah, I mean, depending on the size, if it's like 60 gigabytes or something crazy, maybe
maybe
not.
not. Yeah.
But if it's a little bite-sized piece, pop it in, see what it's like. Um, the other one that comes out that day, Ukulele. This is another game I'm generally excited about. I was kind of planning on getting this on the Switch when it goes on sale, but I guess I won't now that it's here.
Yeah.
Ukulele is a spiritual successor to Banjo and Kazooie, which is a fun
Yeah.
game from my childhood. Um, I've watched some video on it. It looks fairly N64-ish. It's oh, the way I would describe it.
Sure.
So depending on like how close to Banjo and Kazooie you want the game to be, that's a good thing or bad thing. I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I've tried to stay away from that. I watched a couple reviews of it, and I heard there were some control issues, but that was when it first came
Sure.
out. So
That looks actually pretty good on the screenshots.
yeah, no, it looks obviously it looks better than Banjo and
Yeah.
Kazooie, but um, hey, what can you say? Ukulele.
Ukulele.
It's a lizard and a bat,
Yeah.
and they fight a bee man. I think
Perfect. Very Ratchet and
it's
Clank.
my kind of game. Yeah, I've never played. I have played one Ratchet and Clank, but I only played the split screen mode with my brother on PS2.
Yeah.
We never beat the game. We just played split screen like battle or whatever, and we would go around and do dumb shit. It was
I
stupid.
beat the first two. I really
Anyways.
enjoyed it. All right, October 17th, we have Fallout New Vegas. Again, Obsidian. Kill it. And then
This
this
is
is
that's
if you're
one of my favorites.
if you're a Fallout
of all
fan,
time.
it's almost a must play, right? If you're a Fallout well, I guess
Yeah.
well, Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 are definitely I wouldn't consider must plays. So,
I had a decent time with 4. The story was bad, but the gameplay was okay. But this is good-ish gameplay. Like obviously it's older, so it's not polished is the wrong word for
Just-
a Fallout game, but it's a little bit jankier. But the world is so much cooler in this, and the story is so much better. I've only played this through one time, and I always meant to go back, but I loaned it to a friend after I beat it the one time, and I never got it back. So this is a must download for me. Maybe not an instant play because I'll probably be playing a different
Obsidian game.
maybe similar game around that time. I don't know.
That's
But this is a must download, like for sure. It's one of my favorites, top 10, 15, 20 games of all time. There's not much more to say about
Cool.
that. These other two, I don't know. Isn't Panzer Dragoon like the most expensive game or most expensive reselling game of all time or something like that?
I think so. So Panzer is from. I mean, it's an older game. This is a backwards compatible to this game. And it's
Xbox,
like
right?
a rail game, like Star Fox. So you kind of sit on rails on a dragon. It's okay. It's like if you just kind of want something like to fly around and shoot shit. It does that fulfillment, right?
And there's dragons.
Yeah, dragons, right? Felix the Reaper. I think it's just like a puzzle type game. I know nothing about it.
I know nothing about it. The little thumbnail here looks cool. Looks cute.
Yeah.
He looks evil. So, we'll skip that one. But Felix is a cool name. I have Felix on my team in Fire Emblem.
There you go. All right, let's get the last piece of Game Pass news. So Game Pass and Spotify teamed up. If essentially you get 6 months of Spotify Premium at sign up. Sadly, you have to be a new user.
It's a first time user. Yeah, I saw this and I was a little excited. I've never really wanted to become a Spotify Premium user, but I was like, I'm already using Game Pass.
Yeah.
This is tight. I'm gonna give it a shot, see if it's worth it. And then I saw that and I was like, this sucks. But
Yeah.
if you're looking to get into I don't know if it's first time user both ways. What I've seen, I think it's only for Xbox. You have to be a first time
You
user.
must be eligible
Um,
for both. Must be both eligible for and new
both.
to
Oh,
Spotify Premium to Premium. So you could be a Spotify user, the free using account,
okay.
just new to Premium. Yeah, because I've never paid for a premium account,
Yeah.
but I use Spotify all the time, and I was pretty excited until I read the fine print. But
Yeah.
cool. I mean, that's cool for
Yeah, and
to get people on the
a nice
platform.
offer,
Yeah,
but a bit of a letdown for pretty much
existing
everybody
user base. Yeah,
who would be paying attention to that that
yeah.
news. Um, okay, that's been your Xbox.
That's the Xbox
What's the
news. Yeah,
time? Xbox news, Xbox minute, Xbox hour,
whatever you want to call it.
Xbox half an hour,
Yeah,
whatever. Um, so there's this other thing.
this other thing.
Yeah, it's called Nintendo. It's like Xbox, but not. Um, so let's talk about that.
All right, let's get into Nintendo news. Again, not a whole lot of news, a little bit more than Xbox, but let's go over some releases that are coming up this month. So big ones. This one has some big ones, not for me particularly, but for the platform, I guess you could say.
Nope.
They're pretty big releases.
Yeah.
So we have Overwatch coming on the 15th.
Yep. That one, Overwatch. What do you call those? Hero shooter game.
Yeah,
The best one of all
it's
time. A lot of fun.
it's pretty great.
I played so much of that. I will not be buying it on
My yeah,
Switch unless they offer cross progression.
which I don't know
And even then, I probably
if
won't.
there's like cross save or cross progression. Yeah, I probably would.
That's
I'd probably buy it on
that's the only
Xbox
way I would
more
consider
than I
it.
would buy it on Switch if that was an option.
Yes, true.
Yeah, that's my
But
only problem with Blizzard games is they haven't really embraced the cross save world yet.
yeah, they know people will buy
But
them.
who knows? BlizzCon is around the corner, so maybe they're going to say future games are going to start. Future new IPs are going to be like cross save. Who knows?
Or maybe they announce a new iPhone game.
Yeah, or
One or the
yeah,
other.
maybe. Next big game that's coming to Switch is Witcher 3 Complete Edition. Also, fantastic game. If you've never played it and you only own a Switch, get it.
You should 100% get
It's
it. If you've never played it and you own something other than the Switch, get it the other place because it's going to be cheaper and better.
yeah, yeah.
But it's cool that it's available on the Switch because it's a crazy big game. There's a lot of detail that goes into it.
It's fantastic. Yeah,
So
it's top 5 RPGs of all time for me. Top 5.
oh yeah, easily. I never I didn't expect too much of it. Like I think I didn't buy it until like a week or two after it came out originally. I was like, well, whatever. I tried to play 2 and I didn't really click with it. And then I heard like a million good things about it and how much fun it was, and I was like, I guess I'll buy it. And then I didn't play anything else like at
Yeah.
all for months. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep playing this game. Like it's the best game I played in
Yeah, I
years.
think I waited
So,
like
if you
2,
haven't
3
played it,
years. But yeah, same thing. I
oh,
played it and I was like, "Oh fuck, it's 14 hours later. I'm still playing it." Then I'm going to bed and I'm waking up early so I could play it before I head to work. And then I get home and I play it again. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
a
that great.
wonderful
Yeah.
game. So I give that 2 thumbs up, but also break those thumbs off like you break a Joy-Con off. Play them somewhere else. If you
Yeah.
can.
But if Switch is the only platform, 100% do it. 100%.
Go for it. Yeah. Well, wait to see if it works.
That's fair.
But yes. Let's roll these next 2 into one.
All right.
Evil Ball.
All right, Resident Evil
Resident
5
Evil
and 6,
5 and 6.
October 29th. It,
I really like Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
It was the first Resident Evil game I played. I never played 6. I heard it wasn't that good. It's cool that they're putting these on there. I hope they get all Resident Evils on the
Yeah.
Switch at some point. That's about all I can
Yeah.
say.
Again, if it's just your only console, I think that's kind of like because there's so many new gamers coming to the console space, and the only way they're getting it is through the Switch. Get the game. If not, then get it on the other platforms. They're just gonna be better. But an exclusive to this platform,
This
Luigi Mansion 3 coming out end of the month.
So this one, I'll be buying this on cartridge. I'll be splitting time between my Switch and Switch Mini with my
Yeah,
girlfriend. Um, I don't think I've ever beaten a Luigi's Mansion game, but I always enjoy like
going through it.
just playing them. Yeah, just they're just fun, good fun games. This one seems a little bit more detailed than any other
Hmm.
one. Um, so I'm looking forward to this one. I will be picking this
Yeah,
up,
and
getting real
they look
spooky.
like they're doubling down on the co-op on this one. They're putting a lot of time into co-op modes. So
We'll see. I haven't looked too much into
yeah,
it. So as you know, I'm spoiler free
spoiler free, boy.
every every day, unless I really care, or not really care, but unless
Unless
I mess
or I
up
send you shit.
or you send me something. Yeah, that's usually how all my spoilers
Yeah,
are spoiled. Um, yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Not much to say. Hopefully it's just another Luigi's Mansion that looks
Yeah.
better and
And
has
sometimes that's all that matters,
new
right?
things.
That's all that really
Yeah.
matters. Kind of like Borderlands, it's the same, and that's all we really wanted. But a cool release that's already out that came out like the end of September is Ori. Ori is on
Yes.
Switch. Fantastic platform for the game to be on. It is a
hmm
9 out of 10 game for me. I enjoyed it more than Hollow Knight personally.
I'm the other way on
I
those,
know.
but I did really enjoy
Yeah.
Ori. I was waiting. I mean, I bought Ori on Xbox when it came out like forever
Hmm.
ago. I played it, enjoyed it, and I was always like, man, this would be so much cooler on like a handheld
Yeah.
device. And now that it's out on like a handheld device, I'm like, I've already bought this game and I have it on Game Pass now
Hmm.
a second time, technically. I'm not going to buy it again, but I heard that it runs better. So
That's cool.
I'm hoping to get somebody else interested in it so that they'll buy it and play it and I can look at it
Just
a
to see
little
what it
bit.
looks like. All right.
Yeah. Although I did make her play the beginning of it on Xbox and she cried.
Dude, I think I,
That
that's
beginning.
probably
It was very
why I
sad.
like it more than Hollow Knight is not just like gameplay. Besides gameplay, is the story of Ori and
Yeah.
the aesthetics.
Oh, there's no story in
Yeah,
Hollow Knight.
the
Yeah.
aesthetics and visual appeal of Ori makes it a better game for me, barring the
Yeah.
the
I,
mechanics.
totally
Yeah,
understandable. Yeah.
yeah, because the story's wonderful and it's a beautiful game and the soundtrack's fantastic. It's just yeah, it's
Dude,
fucking
I
great.
I think about that theme
Yeah,
song all the time. Like I'll be on the bus and I'll just think about that.
it's it's
So
great. All right,
this
let's get into some Switch sales coming up. There's a Square Enix sale. Best games on the sale are going to be Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, 12, the Mana series collection, and I Am Setsuna. So if
mhm,
you're into that stuff, get it.
do it. Yeah.
Um,
I've dabbled, not dabbled. I've contemplated getting Final Fantasy VII because I've never played a Final Fantasy besides Tactics, and I heard that's the best one. But then every time I look at the screenshots, I'm like,
no,
I'm not gonna play
no, I
this.
can't. I
This
can't. I
this
own it
yeah.
on PC, and I was like 20 minutes in. I was like, I got to get out of this, and it sucks because the combat system. I love it. I love all the different systems and mechanics in it. I love the story.
hmm
But man, it is makes my eyes bleed.
So maybe don't get that if you don't want eye
Some people can deal with
bleeding
some people
problems.
can deal with it. Maybe it's better on on the Switch now. Now that it's
It's
aged.
totally
Yeah.
possible. Um,
Final Fantasy 9 I found much more palatable than Final Fantasy 7 because it's a newer game. Game.
what happened to Final Fantasy 8 and Final Fantasy 11?
11 is a MMO. I don't know about 8. 8 was not bad. I actually enjoyed 8. I never played 12. 10 I enjoyed.
You want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Why is Final Fantasy 6 afraid of Final Fantasy 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Dude, don't ruin it. Because Final Fantasy 7, 8, Final Fantasy. Wait. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9.
Idiot. Uh,
That was so stupid. I'm sorry.
So I
Um,
braved through the
the
sales.
Mana series.
Well, the Mana series. What about the Mana series?
Oh, I played Sword of Mana. Is that in the Mana series?
I think so. Yeah,
I like
it's
that game.
good.
So get
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I can recommend
yeah.
that.
And I am Setsuna. I've never beaten it. I put probably 20 hours in. I want to beat it, but it's like a 70, 80 hour game, and it's got 32-bit era aesthetics. So it's great, but yeah, I
Yeah,
just don't want to put in the time right now.
that's a long
Yeah,
commitment. That's almost 3 days.
yeah,
These other sales look a little bit better to me. I could say off the bat, the SteamWorld, all these SteamWorld games are awesome,
great
great,
games.
wonderful.
Yep,
Quest is the worst of the bunch, but I still had fun playing it. But SteamWorld Dig for
get
$3,
it, get it.
unbeatable. SteamWorld Dig for $10, super unbeatable. Heist, wonderful game. You should get all of those.
Mm-hmm.
Cuphead, I I don't think I'm ever gonna play Cuphead, but I really like the look of
Sure.
it. But from what I've watched, it doesn't look like my cup of tea. And also, I could just get it on Game Pass. Um, One thing I do want to shout out, Bastion, one of the best games of all time, back on sale. It was on sale before,
Yep.
but now it's back.
I'm gonna have to get it. After I played it at
Yeah,
on your
you should.
console, I was like, ah, fuck, this is actually pretty cool.
And and for $3, it's
Yeah,
it's just like an old Xbox Live arcade
yeah.
game. Transistor, I keep considering
Dude, it's four
buying
bucks,
that,
man.
but
That's
I don't. There's just so many games, and I know it'll sit for a while.
yeah, but yeah, that's
Um,
true. Whoa.
we're
We got
good.
nine
Sorry.
parchments, which is like a action RPG, like Diablo esque. $6, not terrible. They just did like recently a free update on it, added more
Hmm.
content. Something I've been eyeballing
Yeah,
this game for a long time. I just have never pulled the trigger.
nine
Yeah,
parchments. Yeah, you should pull the trigger because $6 is nothing.
yeah.
I'll give you $6 so you can buy this game and then tell me if it's fun.
It's co-op too.
Um,
You
oh,
can play online
okay, we'll
together.
figure out if it's fun, and
Yeah.
then maybe I'll get it. Um, Special shout out, Golf Story. I never beat it, but I actually had a lot of fun with what I
Hmm.
played. I would say $10 is probably fair for that
Yeah,
game. I don't know if they put in extra work after I played
yeah.
it or after I stopped playing it. But it's like a golfing RPG game, but like
But fun.
pixel. Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Very, very weird. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but it's cool. Like it's interesting and fun. And you're playing like weird golf. I'm not a golfer.
Yeah.
I have been golfing.
Cool. And then Jackbox Party 2. Guys,
Pew, pew,
it's a lot
pew,
of fun.
pew.
This game Jackbox, I never thought it would be fun until I started playing with you. It's worth it when you have like people
Yeah.
over and having a good time. It's
So
fun.
I think the one that we've been playing, I think, is the third
Okay.
one. I think the second one is actually better.
Yeah. So
So hop on this if you have more than two
I
friends.
played Jackbox on the Game Pass one. I don't remember what I think it's
Hmm.
5 or 4.
Yeah, it's one of the newer
Pretty
ones.
fun, man. I would say of the 5 games on there, 3 out of 5
Hmm.
are fantastic.
Yeah, they're actually making a new Jackbox, I
They
think.
are.
So
So if
maybe Jackbox news in the future.
we'll see. All right. And then some quick Pokemon news. HMs are not going to be in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Thank
Yeah.
God. I
It's
don't
tedious.
hate the idea of HMs, but I hate having to carry some random
Mm-hmm.
HM guy around who's just like, hey man, you're gonna know 4 out of 6
Yeah.
HMs, and then I'm gonna have to teach 2 of my good guys the other ones just because I don't want to carry around another stupid
Yep.
loser. Um, I'm glad that they're not in. I feel like they should continue to that's like a good change that
Mm-hmm.
happened in Pokemon. Just cut them out. Like it doesn't really help, and like you can still gate the game by not
Yeah.
giving you the whatever, surfboard or hang glider, whatever they
You
give
can
you
give items,
to get
right?
past the next
Instead of
area.
using Pokemon, you
Yeah.
just all right, you got a bicycle or you have whatever, right? You just get items that do this shit for you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wonderful. I hope it's never a conversation ever again to bring them back.
Well, it's Pokemon,
Yeah, who
so
knows?
just wait. Um,
So,
there was also that Pokemon
uh,
rumor or Sword and Shield rumor that there was going to be 18 gyms, or was it 18?
yeah,
There's going to be a gym for
it was
each
like this huge
each type,
number.
and they walked that back, and that's not going to be happening. I think it's going to be, from what I read, I don't know if that's correct. I didn't look too deep into it, but I think there's going to be different gyms per each game,
Okay.
or different like smaller
Yeah.
gyms, which is super shitty. Like I'm not gonna buy both games just for that, and I'm not gonna buy both games just for.
We'll see.
That's very
We'll
frustrating.
see. I
Yeah.
mean, they could do it, so I wouldn't put it past. That's the thing, right?
I mean, I say I'm not gonna buy both games, but you and I are gonna get both games,
Yeah,
and
I'm
Allison,
getting.
my girlfriend's gonna want to
Yeah,
play.
I'm gonna
So
get the cartridge. So,
yeah, um,
so
yeah, it'll
who knows?
we'll
We'll
figure
figure
it
it
out.
out. Who knows?
It's gonna be fun as long as it's Pokemon and like
It's just more of the same. I just want more of the same.
yeah.
I don't need like some crazy advanced development. Just a little bit more modernized and like streamlined and updated.
Oh, I do need them to cut out all of the cutscene type shit. I don't need any of that. Don't
Oh,
if
you're in
there
for a treat.
is no, shut up. If there's a fucking like beginning walkthrough that takes more than 2 minutes, I may never buy another Pokemon again.
Not
Because that shit in the last one, I bought
you're in for a treat, buddy.
Sun and Moon. Is that already gonna happen? You know it's gonna happen?
How do you think it's not gonna happen?
Sometimes I like to have hopes and dreams,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
But I am very worried that that's gonna happen. All right, let's jam on.
So I saw this game called
What is
Stranded
this?
Sales. It's a game that has Zelda, Harvest Moon, like
Motifs.
motifs to them. So essentially, you're in this ship, you get stranded. It comes out later this month. I could see me playing this.
I could see you playing a lot of things.
Yeah.
This does look cool though. I mean, depending on how deep it is and how story driven,
Sure.
I guess it is. For this kind of game, I kind of want to just like chill out
Yeah,
and like build up my little area.
This is like I'm sitting on my couch watching TV, doing my little
and then building
thing.
my little island,
Yeah.
whatever. This looks cool.
Yeah, it looks fun. I don't know if I would buy it. See, like all that, and look at all these different islands you can go to.
Oh yeah, I like that island with the sand. That one was my favorite so far.
Yeah, this looks fun. Look at this.
It does.
Oh, look at this.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even
about
see this
Yeah.
combat system last time I watched it. Yeah, so cool little game that I saw that I was surprised that I know you would like similar types of games like that because Stardew.
Yep.
So yeah, it was just fun little game.
My worry for this is it just going to be another my time at Porsche, where I was sort of jazzed for that, and then it came out, and I was like, this is
Well, visually,
not what I
it already
thought.
looks better.
Yeah, it does look better.
Yeah.
Than that. Yes.
And I liked my
Not
time
that
at
that's
Porsche.
very
I
hard.
stayed up till 3 a.m. playing it, but I've yet to pick it back up.
I mean, you would do that for anything.
That's fair. I do like those like weird games like that. All right.
Yeah.
So that's Nintendo news that we thought were interesting because I'm sure there was other news that that's out there, but just didn't give a shit. Let's get into some general news, and then we can move on to the meat and potatoes of the week. Some general news we have is cross-play, cross-save news. So Sony has confirmed from a technical point of view, they can now enable crossplay on any game. And they said they'll start with Modern Warfare, which we already knew was going to happen.
Yep. That's cool. Thanks for, you know, getting in, what was it, 2018, 2017,
Yeah,
when that sort of started popping off in other
yeah.
places. Good job, Sony.
Wait, thanks for saving face now. Like as the as the new
Yeah.
consoles are coming, but it doesn't mean they're gonna incentivize developers to have it though. That's the thing too,
No.
right? And that kind of goes into the next piece
No.
of news. So Civilization 6 is coming to console, all of them, which I'll probably get on Xbox because I love Civ games. And it will allow cross save for all platforms except for the PS4.
Interesting. Um, Sucks to
Sucks to be on the PS4.
have a PS4. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, that's actually cross save is one of the cooler things. Like I think I prefer cross saves to cross play.
yeah,
Um, Especially like if I can play on my Switch and then play the same game on my Xbox later or on my computer later, that would be
sick.
awesome.
That's sick.
Just
Yeah,
like takes it on the go.
yeah,
Um, Pour one out for all the PlayStation homies.
yeah. I mean, you guys have the
Spot
killer exclusives, but the kind of garbage. So, and then we were talking about Jackbox, and the new Jackbox is coming out.
Yep. Sorry, I spoiled
Spoilers.
this big reveal.
Big reveal. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like more Jackbox. It doesn't say much about what's like going to be on the game or anything like
The
that.
games. I think I saw that it'll have the murder trivia one. I watched this video and I skipped ahead a little bit just to see.
Yeah.
And I think I saw murder trivia, which is not my favorite one of those games, but you know, if it's on multiple games, it must be fun. I just haven't given it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I just haven't given it a good shot. This this will be a get at some point. Like I'm gonna get this game probably,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll have to be on sale because the other Jackboxes are gonna go on sale, and really all you need for Jackbox is the game,
Sure.
any of the games, and a couple friends.
And you're fine. But yeah, it's kind of cool.
I'm glad that they keep coming out.
The more drawing ones. Yeah. Good times. Good times. This game this game is a shit show.
good at drawing.
This game is a shit show. It will show how shitty your friends are as people.
No. Only good stuff. Only good boys.
All right. Let's get into games we are currently playing right now, which are two games.
Yep.
We got Borderlands 3.
Well,
We finished.
I've got more.
It's true. It's true. Borderlands 3. We finished our initial playthrough last night.
I don't know if I can say I finished it because I had to quit because
It was late.
I kept saying, "All right, I'll keep playing until we get to the final boss," and I kept thinking the final boss is the next, like around the next turn, and I was like, "There's 70 more minutes here. What are we doing?"
Yeah.
And then we finally beat the boss, and then somebody we were playing with said, "Oh, by the way, there's like 10 to 20 minutes of cutscenes or of credits," and I was like, "Peace out. I'm out."
Yeah.
So maybe I missed.
We might have to.
something, but
What if it doesn't save and we have to fight the boss again?
that already happened to me a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get that far, but I did have like a weird glitch where I pretty much progressed up until right before the final boss, and then when I quit the time before, it didn't save any of that progress. It saved all of the gear that I got though, all the gear and all the levels I got. So I had to replay it all, but I was higher leveled and I had better gear, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it was like an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of gaming.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to shit on Borderlands. I'm having fun with it. It still does feel like a 2012, 2013 game a little bit with like some nice, slightly more modern things attached to it. But
If it wasn't for
You know-
how good the guns feel, that's what really keeps me in. Because
Oh, I
last night, man, we got some guns. We're like, this shit is fun.
yeah,
You know?
if Borderlands had worse guns or if it
Had the same.
was less creative
Yeah.
at all, then I wouldn't want to play it at all. It's just not that good all around. Like there's so many issues with just the way that it's like built or put together. Like I don't want to go back to Sanctuary
all the time.
just to talk to somebody for
Yeah.
a minute and then have to travel back. Just have them radio me or something. There's just why would do you add so much extra
Hmm.
time? I don't know if it's the way things are built and they just need extra time for loading. I honestly I
I
couldn't
don't know.
begin to tell you what the reason
Like their
was.
quest design is
But
garbage tier, but you're saying
yeah, but
it's
it's fun.
fun.
I like
The
guns.
final
There's
boss
lots of guns in that
was
game.
fun, right? I enjoyed the final boss.
Yeah, most of the bosses in that game are pretty
Yeah,
interesting. There's some, I mean, nothing like too crazy, but there's like unique
yeah,
mechanics
it was
throughout.
good. I had a great time fighting the boss. Now that we beat it, it's more like, all right, now we gotta play. That's my problem with Borderlands is I don't mind doing the first playthrough, but after that, it should have like a Diablo adventure mode or a Path of Exile
Yeah.
mapping system because
Well, there is like
yeah, but there's only a small handful of
there's
they have
something.
dungeons,
Yeah.
right? They have strikes, and then I think they
Hmm.
have like a slaughterhouse thing where it's like a horde mode, but which is fine. The only problem with these they're fixed areas, right? They're not procedurally generated or anything. So you're just like repeating the same
Yeah.
environments over and over again. And that just gets boring. Whereas something like Diablo, at least every time you run a rift, it
Changes a
changes
little
a
bit.
little bit, and the routes are always different, right? The bosses are a little different at the end, so that's my problem with it. It just feels like a dated design. That was my
Yeah.
problem
You know,
with Destiny, right? Except for that one Halloween where they had the procedurally generated. Remember that event where they had the procedurally generated event?
yeah.
I love that event. I thought that was a lot of fun. I was like, I've been saying for like a year prior to that event, like you have the Osiris DLC that literally had that. Why don't you just make that a mode and just keep doing that? But
Because they could put it in a future game.
whatever. Either way, it's great. I'm not sure now that we beat it. I'll still want to keep playing it. They're releasing new
I
content,
wanna,
right?
yeah, I wanna at least max out this one
Yeah.
character that I'm on, my Siren, and then I probably want to go back and max out my other
I want to
character.
do one more.
And I think this will be a game that I'm playing on and off throughout the
Sure.
year, where it's just like, I don't really feel like playing anything else, but maybe I'll play that a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'll play when the LTM's come out. So let's just get into like the Borderlands anniversary celebration. So this is the next 5 weeks of content essentially. Week one's already in play, where the certain bosses have a higher chance of dropping a specific loot item, and then week two is another like rare hunt, and then iridium hunt, and then something with Twitch we'll probably not do. But week five, I think, is the important one. That's the Halloween event, and the Halloween event looks fun. It has unique skins, it has unique weapons, has unique content. So I could see week three, week four kind of tapering off playing it, and then picking it back up on week five.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how much we're playing other games because as of right now, we're kind of maybe playing an hour of Borderlands, hour or two of Borderlands every other
Yeah.
day. So, um, I mean, our time is probably going to be sort of tied up in our next game that we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Not no big surprise, but um, I think Borderlands is in a generally good place, and I'm excited about these next few weeks to at least, just go in there, play a little bit,
Sure.
level up once or twice, hopefully get some cool stuff,
Yeah.
and then just play something else,
That's
which is what I wanted.
yeah. That's like you were saying. Like it's one of those games you're just gonna pick up, fuck around, and then put it down. It's not a big deal. You never feel like you're
Yeah.
behind. Like in Destiny, you can like a game as a service. You can always feel behind, right? If you're not keeping up with the new
Yep.
content. Whereas Borderlands is
My
not
light
like that. Yeah.
level.
So like Borderlands is not that way, which is refreshing in a way. So
It's one thing that they did old but good.
yes, yes.
Um, all right, let's cruise on down. Let's jump off the old raft. What do they call it in this game?
I don't know. Drop
Drop
ship.
ship.
Drop pod.
The old
Drop pod.
raft.
Drop ship. I don't know.
Drop
Let's
pod.
let's
Drop
get
ship.
into our core game. We're gonna spend some time here, and I don't want to spend too much time. But Apex Legends Season 3
Let's
kicked off. I feel like let's go ahead and break down the different parts. and then give our overall impressions on it. So let's
Okay.
start with Crypto as a
I think
character.
so. Yeah, Crypto, new character. He's kind of a surveillancey guy. Seems really cool. I've seen some cool plays with him. I've encountered people who are way better at the game playing with him, who do really cool stuff. I'm not too good with him so far. I don't really know how to fly the drone, but that's his ability is he pulls a little drone out, can fly it around. It'll spot people. He can open doors. He can grab bat or banners. I think he can even can he grab blue? I don't remember. Um, but he's
I don't know.
pretty cool. His ultimate is he does a big EMP that does shield damage and stuns
Yeah,
everybody, and it's a pretty big thing. You can shoot the drone down while he's doing that, I think. Um, so he's cool and he's interesting, but he's one of the harder characters to play just because you kind of have to micromanage this drone if you really want to play him to his full extent. Um, the big is there anything else for crypto that you want to say?
no, I actually have yet to really play him, so
Yeah.
I can't say a whole lot other than when I see good players use him, it's pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
You know?
Um, I feel like almost every final two or three that we get into, there's always a crypto drone flying around. It's just like, well, these fuckers know where we are
Hmm.
now. It's so annoying, which is why it's so
Yeah,
useful. Um, but he does have that higher skill tier, I
yeah.
guess. Um, the biggest change to me is the map. The map is way different. It for this whole most of this first week, I was saying I don't know if I like Apex anymore. It's like not the same game. Like it's so wide open. I'm getting sniped from third parties nonstop.
Nonstop. Nonstop.
Um, like every single fight, it's like now some guy is shooting at me with a longbow from some crazy far
Yeah.
distance, and I, I'm used to playing old Apex, so I didn't pick up a sniper, and now I'm not prepared for this fight. Um, the more I played it, the more I've gotten used to it, and the more I've gotten used to that feel. So I've started picking up longer range
Hmm.
weapons and going about it that way. Um, it's cool. It looks way better in my
It's
opinion.
gorgeous. Yeah,
Um,
I think it's a much more varied map, right? In aesthetically.
mhm. I mean, you got fire and you got
Yeah.
ice. That's already more than the other
Hmm.
one. Um, everything's pretty spread out, which I'm not a huge fan of, but if you have the power position, it's pretty fun to just rain down on people when they can't hide.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I'm still kind of digesting it, still trying to get a feel. We've had a pretty good win rate. We're winning a game or
Yeah.
two every time we play, um, which wasn't always the case. Yesterday was maybe our worst.
I didn't play yesterday. Or did I play? I did
Oh,
play
not
yesterday.
not
Yes.
yesterday. The
No,
day,
I did play
yeah,
yesterday.
yesterday.
I was
Yeah.
fucking garbage tier yesterday. I could not land a shot. It was embarrassing. It was
I
embarrassing.
was actually doing very
You were
well
doing
yesterday.
great, which sucks because you're the only person on the team doing great. Like our random third that was doing terrible. I was fucking
Yeah,
doing terrible. I couldn't believe how bad I was playing, considering all week I've been
yeah.
playing pretty good.
You've been doing a great
Yeah.
job. I was looking forward to some good gaming time.
Oh man, I was so
Um,
frustrated,
and then you came in with your pants pulled down and just started pooping
dude.
everywhere.
I think
Not the good kind
so.
of
I
poop.
think this kind of goes back to the map because I was playing very differently yesterday because of how my dailies were. I was playing.
Yep.
My daily wanted me to get 2 kills in a or 2 or 3 kills in a match with a pistol, and this map is not pistol friendly.
No, the only way you're getting pistol kills is
Yeah,
if you land in a congested area early
yeah,
and you get, you know, if you're lucky, you get a P2020 and a hammer
yeah.
point.
And then you just go on, and I could not hit shit with a fucking wingman. I don't know what it was, if there's like a delay or the iron sights on it. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. But yeah, the map So there's a Reddit guy. He did like comparisons on both maps, Kings Canyon
Hmm.
and World's Edge, and it's very interesting breakdown of like the maps and like from everything from like how many respawn beacons to balloons and like how the terrain is. And the map is 50% bigger than Kings Canyon. And it has the same amount of like balloon supply bins and beacons and all these stuff, but because it's
Hmm.
so big, it's just so much space between each thing.
All this
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So I'll put the link of the in the description, but essentially like it's very interesting breakdown and talks about like traversal and stuff like that, and like even like floors. Most buildings in Kings Canyon has like one level, whereas
Hmm.
in World's Edge it averages out at least two levels, right? So everything is more vertical, which I don't know how I feel, and everything's more spread out, which I don't know how I feel. And the
Yeah.
game just feels slower, you know.
It feels slower, but when things pop off, they really pop
Yeah,
off. Like, I've had some crazy like long distance fights where you're having this long distance fight for a minute and nobody's getting knocked down. And of course, people are going to see
and then
all these
third
bullets and
party,
hear everything,
yeah,
and then third party, fourth party, and it's just like no, there's this weird giant battle on the side of this hill where you've got three teams surrounding you. You're just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like I was already in the bad position against this one team, and now I have nowhere to
yeah.
go.
Late game feels very chaotic because everyone's kind of taking their time to getting to wherever because everyone's so spread out. I feel like they need more ways to traverse the map if it's going to be so big. They have
Hmm.
the same amount of balloons as King Canyon, but it's 50% bigger. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I think if they had better traversal systems, I know they have the train, but there's only one train on the track moving. Maybe if there was two moving, that might be better. I don't know.
Or something else,
Yeah,
yeah.
something.
Um, anyways, we'll have more to say on this,
Yeah.
obviously.
So
Um,
let's talk about one of my favorite things about this fucking season is the charge rifle.
yes, so the charge rifle, you sent me a picture where you got like 8 kills and did like 1900 damage or something crazy, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I don't think you've ever done that before.
Yeah,
But you do, and he's like, I just got the charge rifle. It's fucking
it
nuts.
is
That
too.
was my fucking voice.
It's fucking nuts. It is
Yeah.
fantastic. It is fun. I feel like there is a skill gap to using it. It is hit scan, but it's not at the same time, right? Like
Oh,
it does the initial beam,
yeah.
and you kind of have to follow the person to get the big hit, right?
Yep. So it's not like super easy, but anybody who plays games
Yeah.
semi-regularly, this thing is super OP. I fully expect it to get fat nerfs,
I don't know,
probably
man.
pretty
I
soon.
do expect a little bit of a nerf, but like when you I think it kills outdoors in those long distances on the
Yeah.
map. But I think when you're fighting in those urban areas, I don't think it's that great.
No, I mean it's not overpowered in every
Yeah.
regard, but this map, there's so many long distances. Like we were playing yesterday and I got that threat detector scope and I have never attempted to shoot anybody that far ever
Yeah.
in an Apex game. And I got a headshot on this guy from who knows how
Uh
far.
huh.
And I was just like, that was unfair. That was not
You know what they
fair
should probably
at all.
do? Just nerf the magazine size. Because when you have full extended mags, I feel like it takes for I'm just fucking just murdering people.
Yeah.
You know, like because I can just keep plopping,
Um,
plopping, plopping.
yeah, and I think it starts off with
Yeah,
4, which is probably too many. I
for a
would
sniper.
kick that down to
Yeah.
3. Um, it's a lot of fun though when you get it. Like I told you, I had that one
Mm-hmm.
game where you weren't there. Me and my entire team got them. We were
Oh
at the
man.
train depot. We went up on the little scaffolding thing, and there was, I think, 3 other teams, and they were all partially depleted. So there was only like 1 or 2 people,
Mm-hmm.
and they all came in one at a time, and we just would ping them, and then all of a sudden you just see 3 lasers just And they all died in like one or two
That's
bursts
fucking
from this,
great.
and it's like that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Um, so I do like that gun. I plan on using it pretty much every time I see it until it gets nerfed.
Yeah.
Might still use it
To me,
then.
it's a must pick up,
Um,
must have gun. I,
yeah, it's just fun. It sounds cool. It looks cool.
yeah. Yeah, it sounds great. It's actually fucking scary as shit.
Yeah, it's a little like when you hear
Like,
that noise and then you
I got a boogie. I got to get out of
your
here.
armor gets hit by like a little tiny bit, and you're like, oh shit!
Yeah.
It's like I gotta get behind a
I got
rock.
to go. I got to go.
Um,
Yeah, it's great.
so yeah, all in all, I would give season 3 so far
Yeah.
1.5 thumbs up.
1.5.
I think I will give it 2 thumbs up eventually. I just need to spend more time with it and get more used to the pace of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Battle Pass itself, I think what's the contents of the Battle Pass are fantastic. I think it's what it needs to be. I don't think they need to do much else.
No,
They,
they took all the trackers out
yeah.
and gave them or made that
Yeah.
free. So that's cool, and all that was replaced with skins or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a much more fleshed out and better battle pass in my opinion. And there's actually some cool stuff. Like I
The skins look great.
really want to get that 110 skin. That
Yeah.
fiery lava
Yeah.
rock peacekeeper. Looks awesome.
Yeah, the skins look great. I think it's good. They added the weapon charms, which is neither here nor there, but it's fun, cheeky. You know,
Take it over.
I put up
I'll
I
leave
put
it.
up the map on like the progression to hit 110. If you have an idea of like what you need to be doing, I'm already at like 6, and I've only played a few times. So as long as I don't have these weird trips
Yeah.
this season, I should definitely be able to hit 110.
I mean, also there's been a couple semi-frustrating challenges so far.
Yeah, I
And
guess
that
so.
that will really determine
It's true.
how you do.
It's true.
Um, with that said, I did complete that Bloodhound challenge in one game. I just found a team that was hold up
Just kept pinging it.
and used it one time.
Oh
I
yeah,
used
because
one
it hits
time.
each one. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was it. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was. You just got to play the right character at the right
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, so there was a
Yeah, I fully expect we'll both get 110.
yeah. I think this time, we'll see. Who knows? But let's go over the meta changes. There was enough changes to the overall game between the legends and the weapons to make it feel really fresh and change the way you play. Because last season really pushed close range combat with the disruptor rounds and the hammer point rounds for those specific weapons that required to be up close, whereas this one is the exact opposite. One cool change is all legends get the executioner perk. So if you finish someone, your shields get fully recharged. I think that's
Yep. And
great.
I've actually used
Yeah.
that a couple of times already every other season. I've only used it like once or twice because you have to have the gold shield. But here it's like if you can just do it, you might as well just do it if you know you can. It's like, well, that guy took off half my shields. I'm just gonna finish him because I know he was by himself.
I think it's great. It's a great incentive to use the finishing, just to use finishers in general. Because before you would only use finishers for your challenges.
Challenges pretty much. Yeah.
But now it's actually part of the gameplay, and it's a risk reward, right? Do I use it because if the guy is still crawling, then there's guys around, right? Fantastic. We're not going to go through each detail of these
Too deep
characters,
into everything.
but we'll just touch on the characters. Gibraltar's buffs, I think, are fantastic. I don't think it's OP.
He's become much more prevalent. I've seen him a lot more.
Yeah, I don't think it's OP either because with the cooldown increasing and the durations decreasing, I think it's a good balance.
And he's still a big boy in the sniping world. He's easy.
Yeah,
to hit,
especially with that map with the amount of sniping opportunities. I think it's great.
I will say, every time I played him with the like these new changes in mind, I always forget about them as I'm playing. Like there's that time where it's like I clutch out a squad and it's like I need to heal up, and I like heal up and I was like, oh, I can throw my shield down, and I stop healing, go to throw my shield down, and then the other squad just comes in and melts me. I was like, I should have just kept healing. It would have been
It would have been
fine.
fine.
It's just so a lot of dumb
Yeah,
stuff,
just
but
getting.
that'll all iron itself
Yeah, I'm
out.
very excited. Bloodhound had some changes. It's more of like quality of life changes in a sense, right? Because the animation times they
Hmm.
reduced for both his
Yeah,
skills.
he feels pretty much the same. Obviously it feels better just because everything's
Faster.
a little bit
Yeah.
faster, works a little bit better. But he still feels pretty much the
Hmm.
same. He's still lower on my tier of people to pick, but better now. It's more palatable to play
His
for sure.
scanning one I like because now it shows those targets
Yes,
like that as opposed to waiting for the animation to go through
so
and
it hits
everything.
him.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
much better. Especially as a person that's not like as a teammate and the other person is Bloodhound. Every time you've used it and I saw it, I was like, that's awesome. I don't have to like. It's just good. It feels better. It just
Yeah.
feels better. Bangalore got a damage buff for the
Um,
super, which I think is fantastic because of the delay that it has.
yeah. It's also way harder to hit it in this
Yeah,
map, in my opinion. Every time I've used it, people just run away because it's so wide open. So that's much
yeah.
needed. Um,
And then
let's see.
Pathfinder got a nerf, which I think I'm okay with.
Given the verticality of
Yeah,
this
yeah,
map.
because it's easy to run away. There's so many buildings. His zip line could easily turn into a thing where they go around. His grapple, reducing the speed so people can't just bug out super fast. I think I'm fine with it.
Mhm.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I haven't actually played too much of
Hmm.
him so far this season, so I don't really know how it feels.
It's just learning new timing. I think it's
A
a little
little,
slower,
yeah,
so it's just relearning the timing.
yeah, um, yeah. There's time to figure it
Yeah,
all out. It's only week
week
one.
one
We'll be
will be
okay.
good. Let's get into hop up updates. So they removed disruptor rounds and skull piercer rifling.
Yay! The bad man is
Is it
gone.
though? I kind of liked it, right? I don't know.
Disruptor or skull piercer? Which one?
Disruptor, to be honest.
The bad man is
I think if
gone. I did not like
I think if
disruptor.
disruptor was maybe gold tier loot instead of purple tier.
Yeah, that makes sense. It felt like too much of the game relied on if you had it or
Yeah,
not in your squad because it would just melt through things, and that just wasn't that fun.
yeah. So
Um,
I
to
I
me,
think when it comes to hop ups should not just be like an upgrade. It should also change the way you play the
change it.
game, right? So
Yeah.
removing disruptor I think is overall a good thing because it's simply an upgrade. It doesn't change the way you play the game, right? It just gives you a damage boost.
Well, you're using a alternator
Yeah, but
more and
the
more.
damage increase is so high. It's
Yeah.
it's it's an upgrade. And same my I have the same feeling about the skull piercer because now getting a skull piercer doesn't require like a skill change. It's just an upgrade and luck. It's just a luck based system. Like, am I lucky enough to get the skull piercer? It doesn't require me to have better skills or a mechanical difference.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Where you coming with that? Oh no.
I don't know. But yeah, I think skull piercer's fine because they balance the DMR and the wingman damage up in between the two levels. So
Hmm.
now tell me how you feel about the anvil
Um,
receiver though.
so I've only used it twice, and both times I've had it was at that exact same
Yeah.
spot, that like weird small. It's not even like a named location. And both times it's gone about the same. I knock somebody with it, and then their teammates come in and just destroy me because I have this single shotgun. Um, it's a lot of fun to
Mm-hmm.
use. I want to get to use it at like a medium to long range distance on somebody, but I haven't had that
Yeah.
opportunity yet. It's cool. It makes me like the flatline a lot more. I already like the flatline a lot more after that last buff they
Yeah.
did. Um, I haven't tried it with the 301 yet. I've only found it. I found it 3 times. I used it twice. One time I found it and just put it in my backpack in hopes of finding something and got
Mm-hmm.
killed. Um, I think it's a cool hop up. I mean, it definitely changes the way that you use these guns. Like, I would never ever use the flat. I didn't even know the flatline had a single shot. I
I've
don't know if they
never,
put
yeah,
that
I've
in.
never. I think they must have added
Yeah,
that because I don't remember ever using. I've used it for the 301, which sucks.
the 301 I have,
Yeah,
but there was no point to
yeah.
doing that. Um, I that's another one I need to test more. Like, I haven't found it enough to really say if I like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I found it, I haven't been in the best situation for it. So
Yeah, it's fun.
I don't know. You haven't really given it a shot yet, have
No,
you?
but I love the idea just because of how the map is so big.
Yeah.
It makes sense to have that feature for those weapons because it makes the game more palatable.
Yeah.
It makes the game more fun by having those hop ups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really want to get a flatline with like a 2x or a 3x
Mm-hmm.
scope and just kind of chill
Yeah,
somewhere and pop off shots with that. Um, the other new hop up, the double tap, I'm not a fan of it. I haven't really given it. Again, I haven't had a
sure.
chance to use it enough. The one time I did have it, we both, I think, had the same setup,
Yeah,
G7 with double tap and Peacekeeper, and we were in like the final four with white
yeah, it's
shields,
fucking terrible.
which is not the best
Yeah,
situation. Um, and to me, it feels like it's a little bit slower, just overall. Like I feel like I can shoot faster by just pulling the trigger, but maybe that's just like a mental thing.
maybe.
Um, I don't know. I want to try it on the EVA 8
I don't like it on Eve 8.
pretty badly.
I don't like it
I feel like I would like it more on that.
because essentially your 8 round magazine turns into a 4 round magazine.
Yeah,
So again, it changes
that's
the way you play. Like you really have to hit those shots. And for some reason, I already have a hard time hitting shots with the EVA 8 because of the way the spread is. So I don't know.
yeah.
I loved it with the G7, but you got to, like we were talking about the other day, you got to hit for the chest. Don't go for the headshot because the second shot will miss the head because of the kick. So you got to go chest.
That's not how.
You got to go for the chest, and the second
That's not
shot
how
will
you
hit the
play.
head. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
That's not how to
That's
play.
how you play it.
Go for
No,
that.
it's
Always
go for
that.
the chest to the head. All right. Gold gear changes. I think these changes are fantastic. Backpack now has the Guardian Angel perk. So when you're reviving, the person that was revived has health and shields, which is pretty
Yep.
cool.
I actually haven't had that happen to me or to any of my teammates yet. I assume at some point it will, and
Life,
then we'll tell you if it's good or
yeah.
not.
Put that on Lifeline. I think
Yep.
that's gonna be a sick combo. Gold armor now has the
Yes.
fast heal, which
The old backpack.
yep, which I think is great.
Old gold backpack.
Now we know like who has a fast heal when you're fighting, right? Now that you can see that someone's wearing gold, you're like, oh fuck, I better push him because he's probably gonna heal.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make this real quick. Last part: weapon changes. R99 got nerfed. Honestly, it still feels great. It's still a great gun.
The only bad thing about it is it's a close range gun in a long range world now, for the most part. It does feel good though. I still pick it up all
Still
the time.
feels good. DMR got nerfed. Still feels it's still good. It's just overshadowed by the charge rifle and the G7 because it got the hop up and then it also got a damage increase.
Hemlock feels fucking great. I love the Hemlock. I think it's my favorite gun so far.
Dude,
to
I
use.
was watching you wrecking people with it, just destroying people.
Yeah, I've been running Hemlock and Mozambique with the hammer point rounds and just destroying Mozambique or P2020, and I just melt through anything and everybody. I've gotten how many squad wipes did I
Dude,
get
I
yesterday?
was like, what the fuck is going on? You're going 1v3 back to back. It was disgusting. I mean, Mozambique got a buff too, right? So the spread isn't as bad, which sounds fucking dirty with a hammer point. That sounds fucking crazy.
I've had a lot of fun with the hammer point so far. So yeah, pick up the Hemlock. I super recommend it because it's a decent enough close
Mm-hmm.
range, and it's a killer medium range, which is what a lot of fights end up
Yeah.
being in this. Because like, yeah, somebody will pop off a couple of sniper shots, but then you're gonna push up and you're gonna get medium range when you start to
Yep.
engage.
And then let's not talk
Um,
about L Star because honestly, we'll never pick it up.
I'm never gonna pick it up. Yeah, until I get that challenge where it's get 10 L-Star
Yeah.
knocks.
So overall impressions of the season so far.
I didn't like it, and now I like it again,
I think.
and now I want to play more.
Yeah.
And I think I really like it. I think I really do enjoy what they've done. I do need to experience it a little bit more. It's only one weekend, and it's such a. It almost, like I said, it feels like a different game.
Yeah.
So I like what they've done. The battle pass is much improved. Depending on like what map changes happen this season, it could be an awesome map by the end of it. Like who knows? Maybe there could be lava and ice all
There's
over,
an event.
the world is just
Yeah.
different.
There's gonna be an event this month, so they're gonna do the Halloween event.
Yep.
So. And how they've been doing the other ones where they add the new spots. I hope they keep doing that. I think that's great. Maybe, oh, fuck. Maybe that's why they made it so spread out. So when they do the LTMs, hopefully every month,
They have
have
space.
space to plop shit. Oh, fuck. That actually makes a lot more sense now that we're talking through it.
Yep.
Now I'm excited. I hope they do that. If they do an LTM every month and add shit, oh, fuck. That actually sounds dope.
We already talked about this exact
I
thing
know,
yesterday.
but I'm really excited now. I'm like, it's really sinking in. That sounds fucking dope.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, big goof.
Yeah.
You little
Season's
goof.
great. I'm weird about the map, but now that we're talking through like the LTMs that could be coming, I'm really excited. I hope that's what they do, and that makes the map more palatable and more stuff to get, go around. We just got to learn the drops on the map and remember the character changes.
I still don't think that I've been to every
No,
place
me
yet.
neither.
Excuse me.
Me neither.
So, anyways.
All right.
That's
it, buddy. All right, guys. We are done for the day, and got to go play some Apex.
Peace.
Deuces.